department heads and the members of the Cebu Provincial Board, dancing with Alcoy's Siloy Festival, Governor Gwendolyn Garcia.
Ang atong kalasangan, bahandi nga gikan sa kahitasan. Apan dili kalikayan, daghan ang magdagman, pinaagi sa pagpangubol sa kakahuyan.
Huy pa! Hununga ka ng imong pagpamungkol sa mga kakahuyan.
Uy, kinsa man kang magbuot nako, walay mo badlong nako, pahawa dire. Sakit! Nasunog ako! Papa! Tabang! Tabangi ko! Luwas ako aning sunog nga mukutlo sa akong kinabuhi.
Andam akong mutabang kanimo sa usa ka kondisyon. Ani ay usa ka kahoy. Mao kini ang muhatag og bag-ong kinabuhi niining nagubak nga kalasangan. Palambua kini aron mahibalik ang kanindot sa atong kalasangan.
Oo, ako ka ng buhaton.
Ampingan ta og luwason, ang kalasangan nga mabungahon.
Daghang salamat. Thank you very much, Governor Gwen Garcia, the provincial and capital officials, and the municipality of Alcoy. We will now have the second dance presentation by one of the competing contingents, Lumad Basakanon of Cebu City.
Iniubos sa free interpretation category, contingent number 14, Lumad Basakanon sa Barangay Basak San Nicolas. Og nangulo nini maong delegation sila si Vice Mayor Mike Rama o Konsehal Edu Rama.
We would just like to inform everyone that our next group to perform is a competing contingent. Representing Barangay Basak San Nicolas. Earlier on, ladies and gentlemen, we witnessed the provincial governor of the province of Cebu, Governor Gwendolyn Garcia, perform along with the provincial board members and the department heads of the provincial capital. And in a very short while, we will witness the presentation of one of our competing contingents, the much awaited and anticipated multi-awarded group, Lumad Basakanon. Head of Delegation, Vice Mayor Michael Rama. Ladies and gentlemen, competing in the free interpretation category, Lumad Basakanon. Daghang salamat. Thank you very much, Lumad Basakanon. Again, we would like to inform the viewing public that the performance of Lumad Basakanon is being judged as they are officially part of the Sinulog 2020 Ritual Showdown competition.
Okay, we're back here after the two presentations. Yeah. First was by Alcoy, a repeat performance of what they did early this morning. And it had Governor Gwendolyn Garcia dancing, of course, before she joined the president on the VIP area of the grandstand.
Yes.
Yeah, and then afterwards we had the Lumad Basakanon, who we were looking for earlier. Where was
whole
Lumad?
day.
Yeah, Basak.
And it explains so much because I guess they were waiting until the president arrived before they
That's
were
right.
going
I
to
think
perform.
they adjusted their schedule. So all others are still stuck outside the Cebu City Sports Center.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And wow, their performance was so upbeat and so crisp, and it was just flawless. Don't you think so?
Yeah, right. Perfect. I love Lumad Basakanon. I
Yeah.
always enjoy watching their presentations. I think the president is about to speak. I heard the MC call Secretary Mike Dino to introduce the president. So we'll turn you back to what's happening on stage.
Salamat panindo. Lingkod ay. Ni ako'y duha ka pages nga in English magod. Ako hinahinayan pagbasa sa Binisaya. But I have to acknowledge the presence of the Presidential Assistant, Michael Lloyd Dino, and the other members of the Cabinet, Senator Bongo, Cebu Provincial Governor Gwendolyn Garcia, officers and members of the Sinulog Foundation, mga pinangga akong subuunan, akong mga kadugo, maayong gabi kaninyong tanan. In English man pero binisay una ko, manikamot ko. Dako ang akong kalipay nga makigulog-hulog kaninyo ang ako maigsoong Cebuano sa atong selebrasyon sa Sinulog. Usa ka dakong honor nako to be part of the much-awaited world-famous event over the years that has become a definitive symbol of spirit and vibrancy of the prosperity of Cebuanos. Tinuod yun na. Ang karon ang Cebu ni progreso nagmaayo. Ang inyong problema na lang rin ang inyong transportation. Ang mobility ninyo lisod. Tungod sa kadaan sa syudad, daan na kayo ng syudad ninyo. Unya, dili na maka-expand sa ano nga building nga nagko, anang easement ba'y tawag di mo, kanang margin, o sa papel pa. So, pangitaan ninyong paagi, parihaso na lang ninyo sa Manila. You cannot expand anymore. And even if you pera sa train, o imas transportation ninyo, mas maayog. Gamay lang man ang makuha na. Pero it's either train or sa taas mo. Diri na lang sa taas. Mas gwapo ang technology karon paspas. Diri sa taas ang inyong bag-ong mga daan. Wala mo'y daan nga rin sa ubos. Magsige lang mo glalis, magsige mo away, tungod og asa og agi, kay gamay gyud ang daran. Because Cebu is an old city. Di man ni pareha karon mga jensan nga gidagko gyud ang because naabtan sa bag-ong pamaagi sa gobyerno. kaning Cebu, wala pa din atong gobyerno, naa na inyong daan. So, when it became a city, Cebu, and then metropolitan city, mo gina nga nagbagkahugot mo. Kinahanglan, sundo na lang ninyong Manila na ay mga technology na buhaton unta sa EDSA. Galing lang kay bag-o pa kong presidente ni Adto, unya ang akong mga tao nangayo og emergency powers. Kanang emergency powers delikado na sa korupsyon kay walay bidding, sige ka lang pamalit. Siyempre, paliton mo kanang mga bahagyod nga butang nga makasugakod sa mga proyekto di dalan, taas na eh. But then, one lady senator started to talk about corruption. Ingon siya kanang kwarta, dako kayo ng makuha na kay emergency powers. Unya, ang corruption, basig mo lulod. So, ang pagkumandoon, ingon na lang ko, sige, kung may saling, okay lang. Ako, muti bali. Muna na ninguha kung aris taas. Ang Manila sa taas, so, napit na. Mga di pa kamot Disyembre karong tuiga, human na tanan. Ako silang giingnan, sama po sa ibuhat na ko sa Cebu. Nga di ko gusto nga na ay proyekto nga mabilin. Karon ang ilang sulti nga itagaan ko na nag-emergency powers, basig tinarong itanan, dili nako makompleto ang EDSA og 2 years ang akong nabilin sa akong termino. I could not finish even a third of what I intend to do, and I do not want to go out of the presidency na trabaho nga wa mahuman. Kay sugdan ko na, di na matapot og 2 ka tuig, ingnon ko sa mga tao, matanawa si Duterte. Nigawa sa pagka-presidente, nagkahuman ang termino, na daghang kwartang gihatag, tanawa ang mga proyekto wa mahuman. Kay gigat ko, gibulsa na niya ang muna'y kadaot niya. So, big off na ko. Dari na lang ko sa taas, maningkamot ko nga mahuman ng mga connector sa ron diretso-diretso na. It will improve tremendously traffic in Manila. And I suggest that you do it here. Ayaw na mo anang kita. It's either train lang, kanang commuter nga simple lang. Just like Taiwan, if you have been there, it's just a small train that runs across the city. Makasugod mo train, basta makaabot mo sa tuyo. Kung naana mo'y plano, idayon ninyo. Kung po mo'y plano, I don't know how you would sige mag-away anang dahan, but I think the pinakagwapong alternative is really to build roadway sa itaas. You can do it there. Pagsugod nga rin, huwag na amoy dahan pa nga rin space. You can start with a railroad commuter. Ngunya ang taas, himuon na rin yung bagong dalan. Mura rin pag-asa karon. That is how I see it from a viewpoint of somebody who has been there for 6 years. So, mura na kuan sa Cebu. Ang uban, di na nako tason kay ni amang ko mutanaw sa Sinulog. Kanang gwa ko matug ha. Nako kita kang usan ako kamatag gamay. I've been telling you na ako'y sa ningyawa ng sakita. Pareha ni sa ako. I exactly look ingon nila liwat daw ko sa akong lulo nga Cebuano nga Chinese. Chinese to siya. Unya gi-adapt. But anyway, taas kayong istorya. Ang nakuha gid nako, I believe now in genetic transmission. Kay ako nagakuha na akong mata, di na ako tuyoon, pero musira siya na unang di na ko makita ako na pong tasugana. Dili kay ingong natulog ko. Kana kay magtan-an kas layo, murag mo kapiyong tungod nawa. Muna akong tanawa ko no, sa gamay kayo. Pero magtanaw ako, gwapang babae. Murag muda ko ni akong basta na ay gwapa, pero gwa mo, kuhan mo, mutapol. So sa ako mga kaigsiyo kong Cebuano, huwag yun ay akong tambag ninyo. Dari na lang mo. Ang inyong, importante mo na inyong. Kung nag-ingong, kung hindi na ako magdugay sa akong speech kay ang tibuok, ang Viva Pit Senior, medyo ma-stand still. So there will be a time that we would be talking about how to improve it. I'll be back. But I will help you find the sourcing, anak. So, ang kuwan, anak, magkuwam gid mo. Patuwam, anak, gikan sa China o Amerika, wala na. Why ikahatag ang Amerika? Hatag Amerika mga armas. Muna mangita ka kontra. Ang bosog niya, ang military, padatanan. But what we really need is something to spruce up the provinces. So, di na ako tason, kay ni amagyug ko, nakighuyo, hugo, huyo, huyo-huyo ninyo, hugo. Hugo, na? Hugoy-hugoy. Hindi na maghugot. Sagos sa galog na magungyawa. Ang Cebuano ni dako sa Mindanao, sagol. Kaning mga amo mga anak, di mo magkasinabot. Kaya istorya ninyo na tinagalog unya binisaya. Ngura ngare. Diris babae lain. Ang mga babae, istoryahan nimo og Tagalog, di ka tagnon. Kung imong in-Englishan, motubag. Edukado mong kuning mga babae sa Davao, ay sa Cebu. Puro edukado. Imay mo in English. Munang gusto ko kay progressive kaayo. O ni ako kay higugma tamong tanan, kadugo magyota, ang akong pag-anhe kay mo apel ko sa inyong kalipay. Mura na. Gusto lang kong makakita ninyo kay Baya, idaog ko pagka-presidente tungod sa inyong makalilisang nga suporta. Ambot lang og naa pa ba'y Cebuano nga makasunod nako nga inyong matabangan. Pero og naa, og maayo, dili gago, dili korap. Na ang akong kuan sa gobyerno, daghang pa ko kuan, makasulod pa mo. Naidaghang pang bakante, I still have to sign so many appointments, document. Ang akong kuan lang, usol ka na ko, mapil ka na ko, masig sa military o sa police. There is only one standard, and that is honesty. Mora yun na. Wala na ko'y pangayoon. Dili ta magkasinabot dahil tinarong, away ta. So baka na, gawas na lang. So, daghang kukuan. Na ako'y daghang mga amigo nganit kampanya na ako pagka-mayor, kunya pagka-presidente. Agi-lagi utang na loob. Bugat man guni sa Bisaya ning utang kabubuton. bugat na sa ato. So, mutabang ta, pero apan, binuang ka, kasi amigo ta ka, huwag yung kayo choice, you have to get out. Ang akong style, basi guwa pa ka mo resign, may na lang ko sa publiko nga I accepted the resignation of a cabinet member. Unahan ko na lang. Ano? Mo po na. Pag-ingon mo nga, magtinarong mo, kay dili, patsyon ta mo, patsya na lang. O niya, announce lang pa, utang ina ni. Kanibang droga, kusog nga rin sa Cebu. Kaya ko ninyo gamay. Ang droga, kusog kaayo sa Cebu. Ang kanang talisay, wala na naipaway. Na ang tanan diyang kabuang. Hasta inyong mga deputy, mga direktor naasa droga. Motong daghagipang patay nga rin atong mga chief of police. Iyawa na sa droga. Ingnan ta mo, ayaw. Ayaw kay madisgrasya gid mo. No, droga man God will destroy my country. Do not destroy my country because if you do, I will really kill you. Wala ko'y kumanda. Patyon tayo ka. Muna may kag director ka sa unsa dia. Disgrasya ka yun. Ayaw yun, likay yun ninyo. Muna akong giingon, kadiferensya ta, wag lang ang bayan, pati ang mga droga kay, it is not acceptable to me. Maguba yun ang Pilipino, ang daghan na kayong dysfunctional nga pamilya. Kay kani og musod og droga, hagsa na. Kaning tanang pamilya, mo nang unim adto na nag Middle East, pag-abot nga to, lugoson, gamiton, patyon. Muna daghan na mga anak, ipambilin, silingan, mga igagaw. Daghan na sila. Tungod aning droga ang usa ka adik makabiktima nagpila ka pamilya. Daghan kaya na. Maluoy ka sa mga batang gibilin. So ayaw gyud na. Basta ka na imong sudlan, ako mo prang tagid ko ninyo. Patyon tagid mo, basik Cebuano mo. Abi, onto ang. Pero, dili po sel kay, dunggab lang. Mas arang-arang. Kung inyong natunan. Di bitaw. Ani aman dahil si Carlo. Ni Carlo Nograles, member sa cabinet. Kisa ba? Andanar. Tindog rumag-usab. Kung may problema, Bongo. Bongo kayo na senador naman. Tigas kayo. Salamat sa inyong tabang. Huwag yun mo masayo. Kanito hana, dili man ni taga Davao. Batanggenyo ni taga Tanawan. Taga Tanawan na ilang pamilya. Iyang mama nakaasawa lang o Chinese. Pero Batanggenyo ni buang, maldito ni. Bitaw. Niya nakabaon he trained, he was with me for 21 years. Kamaog yun mo diskarte. Nakuha niya akong style As ng babae nga, may babae mo rin. Ani duha ka buok babae nga wa, guwapar ba. Ang usa mayor na mo angkon. Nakauyab reg mayor, buang. Pero kanin duha ambot og padagano ko. Nay usa o duha padagano nako ba. Kani si Carlo ang ginikanan anak taga Danau. Nograles na iyang papa di may magkasinabot perme. Kontra nga ng politika. Pero kani siya, akong pag-umangkon sa dugo, kaya taga Davao ni, taga Danau, muna yung mga pamilya nga niadtog Davao, nga dato. So paaboton tamos Mindanao haron mo dato mo. Kay gusto ko tanang Cebuano daghang kwarta. Mo bitaw. Wa pa Davao nag-adto mo, it's developing very fast. Ang inyong nga rin importante, di na mo kalihok. Traffic is horrendous. The only way to do it is kanang commuter train nga gagmay og highway. Tabangan mo pangita og asa ta makakuha utang para sa inyo. Di na magdugay, kay daghan mo plano, daghang politika nga rin marunong pod, napoy kanya-kanyang una-una. So, ingnon ta mo, i-overall ko na sila tanan, kay dili ko mo sulod, magsige mo away lalis, ako na mo pabuhat, ngita ko kwarta. Muna akong saan din. Salamat.
Daghang salamat sa atong pinalanggang Presidente, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. We shall now proceed with our photo opportunity with the President. May we call on the officials and members of the Sinulog Foundation.
Okay, we're back here.
Officials
we
and
just
members
heard
of
the
the
speech
Sinulog
of the president. He was emphasizing on what he wants to happen for Cebu.
Yes.
He mentioned about overhead trains, which I think is the LRT.
Yes.
Yeah, and of course, he also mentioned more highways, which we are actually looking forward to. So we hope that that would really happen. It will ease the traffic
The traffic
congestion.
in Cebu.
Yes.
It's a good thing that he's actually considering Cebu as being part of his Build program.
And it's not just Cebu City, but all over Cebu. Because
Yes.
if you travel around Cebu now, you reach Karkar, it's also traffic.
Yeah.
There's traffic congestion in Karkar. If you go north, people keep complaining about what's happening in Consolacion. They keep complaining about what's happening in Liloan. So there's also traffic congestion in those areas. So it's now all over Cebu, not only limited to the center of Cebu.
And it's also good to see how the president is really concerned, even for our province, and seeing how there's a lot of potential and how progressive we have been, and how solving the traffic could actually push us more into being more progressive and more productive.
That's right. It's hard to move around, so that's what the president said. Of course, he also talked about the drug problem.
Yes.
Yeah, and mentioned specifically the city of
Talisay.
Talisay. Yeah, but
Talisay City, yes.
well, that's like a known fact that there's really a lot of problems with regards to illegal drugs in that place. But there have been a lot of activities recently. In fact, no less than the provincial director, together with Talisay City Mayor Sam Gulyas, headed a raid of a drug lair. So several people were arrested. I think there were 46 who got arrested in that
Recently.
morning raid. Yeah, that was around last week
Oh, wow.
or the other week.
And now you can see all of them prepping themselves for a photo op with the president.
I see some members of the city council. There's Raymond Garcia. I see him.
Of course, we have also Governor Gwen Garcia, Senator Bongo. We have the mayor, Mayor Labella, and I think Mike Rama, Vice Mayor Mike Rama is also
he's
there.
standing
Yes.
behind the president. I think
Okay, yes.
this is the city officials for their chance for a photo op with the president.
And the president, although he's from Davao City, he really feels that he's at home here because Bisaya man good.
He always claims his family is from Cebu. He's from Danao.
Okay.
That's why. So, as I mentioned earlier, he said the first time I was introduced to him, he said, "Taga Cebu mo po gubay." So that's how he said it. I can't forget what he said.
Yes.
So we now have the dancers from Capitol, the Capitol officials.
They're preparing to have a photo with the president.
Yeah, that's the tourism officer there, together with the other Capitol department heads.
And I feel like our president, President Rodrigo Duterte, really captured the hearts of the Cebuanos. You could hear them cheering for him.
Yeah, they laugh at his jokes. They
Yes.
applaud his speech. I do know that there are a lot of people who are not happy with him. I don't know why, but then let's just give it to him. Let's give it to his administration, and let's support whoever is there, since we see also a lot of good happening for the
Yes.
Filipino people.
And at the end of the day, you can't please everyone, but the fact that there are people who really appreciate our president and everything that he has done really says a lot about our president.
Yeah, and of course, I see my cousin right behind the president.
Oh,
That's
wow.
Congressman Juke Frasco, together with his wife, Mayor Cristina Garcia Frasco of
yeah.
Liloan. So, yeah, I was just talking about him with his sister during a lull of our coverage earlier.
Yes. You should ask him to make a video greeting for us from the president. So at least we have a little bit of a greeting for the president, from the president rather. So yes.
Okay, so I think they had to set up the photo.
Now they're all taking their photos with the president.
Yeah, those are the Capitol officials at the back.
And of course, you can also see Governor Gwen all the way on the left side of your screen. Looking like a queen with a crown on.
Department heads.
So there's provincial board members and the Capitol officials.
Yes. And like once again, like what we said a while ago, it's really an honor to have the president here during Sinulog Festival 2020. We don't get that often.
Yeah. Although there's some inconvenience for certain people, like there are contingents that are stuck outside,
Yes.
waiting to come into the Cebu City Sports Center. But then it's part of the security protocol.
It's
so
really a
let's,
protocol.
yeah,
For the safety of the president.
yeah. And for the safety of everyone also.
Yes.
Oh, there's General Niembra. I just saw him. The guy in a black jacket and a
Yeah.
white shirt. That's my mista there. He's the commander of the Presidential Security Group.
Him and his team are the ones that are being the security for the President Duterte, as you mentioned before.
Yeah.
Yes. And now the president is on his way back to his car to head out, I guess, to his third engagement.
Yeah,
here
I think he has a
in
dinner.
Cebu City.
He has a
yes.
dinner. Were you invited?
No,
Maybe you
I'm
didn't
not
get the
that-
text
I'm
because
not a VIP.
of the signal shutdown.
I'm just hosting for my TV. Other than that, I'm not a VIP, but it's okay. How about
Okay.
you? Were you invited?
No, I didn't get the text message.
Maybe mamaya, meron.
Yeah. So here are some people. This is always something that the president does. He goes out of his way to greet people, say hi to them.
And you can see him shaking their hands.
Yeah, I think he has a lot of relatives from Danao City, surnamed Duterte also. So then the mayor of, I think, Tabogon. Yeah, he looks a lot like the president also.
And it's really nice how he's very warm and very accommodating to the Cebuanos right now. Like you could see, like despite him supposedly going straight to his car, he's still taking time to take photos with people, even a selfie right now.
Yeah. So that's him. I've known him as that kind of person for a long time. So I'm not really surprised at the jokes he makes during his speeches. Because I've been with him in events which are not formal. You know, we just sit around, talk, eat with friends and the media when we go to Davao for the Palinter
I
Club
see.
golf tournament. So I know him quite well as a person. Off, like they say, on and off cam.
Yes.
That's how he is. That's
He's really being true to himself on
yeah.
and off cam, which is really great.
Yeah,
And
so once the president will leave the Cebu City Sports Center, we're gonna resume with the dances
yes.
and the presentations.
And then the whole premises will not be on lockdown. So once the president leaves, which he is doing as of now, people can already leave and enter the premises.
Yeah, they can rush to the restroom. I'm sure a lot of them were willing or were wanting to do that so much earlier.
And there he goes with the security.
Yeah, even outside our temporary studio here, there are a lot of people waiting, wanting to go back to the grandstand through
Yes.
that entrance very near us.
To watch everything live and then also interview other people live outside.
Yeah, so the convoy has left the Cebu City Sports Center. After the last vehicle leaves, I think they're gonna open it and allow the next contingent to come in. So that's going to be Lapu-Lapu City Government,
Ah, yes, my
the
hometown.
Paho Elementary and the Paho National High School.
And they're gonna be doing a free interpretation.
Yeah, they're competing under the free interpretation category.
And I'm very excited to see what Lapu-Lapu City will perform. Because they've also been doing very well in terms of the dance scene. And they've been really trying to be creative and be very fresh and new and enhance their skills when it comes to dancing.
You know, I really wish I would know how to dance, but you know, I was born with 2 left feet. So
No, anyone can learn how to dance,
Yeah, but-
especially kung Bisaya ka.
well, my judo coach used to tell me that, you know, your body is so hard. It seems that you swallowed a steel rod.
What? Oh my goodness! Okay.
Okay, so
The
they're just
president already left.
waiting for the area to be cleared. And we're gonna see the next contingents come in. So I already get some pictures of scenes happening outside the Cebu City Sports Center, and there's a lot of people moving around. There are people appealing for crowd control because you know, when it gets dark, that's when the people start to get rowdy.
Yes,
That's
that's
when
true.
they forget that they're here to have fun. And then they think that their fun is also fun to the people who, you know, get hit by what they
Or
throw.
people around them, yeah.
So let's be considerate.
Let's
to
be
the other
friendly to
people,
one
yeah.
another.
That's
Enjoy
right.
and be friendly to one another.
Well, aside from
So,
the
yeah.
Lapu-Lapu contingent, the other contingents to watch, they're gonna perform one after the other. There's Tribo Pinta Flores of San Carlos City. We also have the City of Carcar, last year's winner,
Yes.
in the Sinulog-based competition. And of course, there's also Tangub's Sinanduloy Cultural Troupe and the La Castellana Bailes de Luces of La Castellana Negros Occidental.
So we still have a lot of performances coming up to make your night vibrant and very colorful. So it's very exciting. Right now you're watching My TV Cebu live online on Facebook and YouTube, and don't forget to share it with your friends so everyone around the globe can enjoy Sinulog Festival 2020 at the convenience in their home.
Yes, I counted there are 6 more contingents that are to dance.
Yes.
So after Lapu-Lapu, there's Panglao Ball, Kulturang Panglawanon. Then followed by Pinta Flores, then Karkar, Tangub, and La Castellana.
And you know what, Nimrod? I just got information that Skyscraper City Cebu and Cebu Development bloggers are watching and sharing the link. Thank you so much for spreading the news and for promoting our show here, our online streaming of My TV Cebu for Sinulog Festival 2020. Thank you again, Skyscraper City Cebu and Cebu Development bloggers. You guys are amazing.
Also, my more cousins from the Lebong Fasil family. They're watching. Our ate, Ethel Lebong Fasil Alvarez, or Daying, she's watching with her husband, Bong, and the kids. I think they're in Liloan watching
wow.
us. Yeah.
They should come here.
It's quite far. If they come here, plus the traffic. We talked about the traffic earlier.
Yes,
so maybe
that's
they can
true.
come here easier once those projects that President Duterte mentioned
Yes.
earlier would materialize.
How we mentioned something about like a train, and then at the same time having what do you call that?
He was talking about Taiwan, how they're using the
Yes,
trains
the
to ferry
trains.
people. So
That's true.
if you have trains, better mass transport system, fewer people will bring cars.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you bring a car, you have to look for parking space.
And I think it'll be convenient also for people and more affordable for the Cebuanos when that
right.
project pushes through. I'm not going to say if it pushes through, I'm going to say when, and I'm going to claim it because it's going to happen.
That's right. And a lot of things are happening now, which
Yes.
never happened before. They were just all talk. So that's one thing that makes me happy about this current administration.
Yeah, because even in Manila, you could see a lot of construction going on, and you could really see that the president is very adamant about making all of these things happen. Like, he really wants all of these things to happen.
I
all of
was
these
in
projects.
Cotabato and Maguindanao last June, and the highways were really wide.
Yes.
Yeah, as wide as EDSA, and there's nobody there. Not too many people are there. So in a short while, we're going to be joined by Dante and Lou.
Dante Luzon
They're
and Lou,
gonna help us out.
our favorite Bini Bini Cebu heritage.
That's right. I
Will be
think
joining us
she's
in a
just,
bit.
Retouching her makeup.
And you can
Okay.
see everyone right now in the street. It's night and it's a little bit dark, but you can still see that there's a lot of people right now.
Yeah, what you see on your screen right now, that's the portion that exits to Cebu City Central School.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's where the president exited earlier.
Yeah.
So those are the people milling around there. They're moving past the stage. So in a short while, we're going to see the contingent from Paho Elementary and Paho High School of Lapu-Lapu City. They're gonna be dancing.
Yes. They're going to be dancing a free interpretation dance. That's going to be their category. And I think the people that are trying to leave right now are also some of the contingents that were on lockdown, and now they're trying to make space also for the other contingents. So later on, there's more space and also for a chance for the others to perform.
That's right. So we're gonna turn you over to the people outside
Yes.
later on once the next contingent is ready. But meantime, let's welcome back our co-hosts of this Sinulog 2020 coverage of MyTV. We have Mr. Dante Luzon, our program director. Dante, welcome
Good
back.
evening.
And of course,
Hi.
yeah, and our other beauty queen, Lou Dominic Pixon.
Hello, we're back.
Congratulations, Guy. You've been up since about 8 o'clock this morning.
How are you guys?
Yeah, and I've been talking since that time.
We've been talking
It's a
for a very long
record.
time. We had a lot of conversations about both of you that you will never know.
Anyway, I guess the president already left, right?
The
The
president
president
already
is
left.
out of the complex already.
Yes.
So
he already left
we're
the
going back to
premises.
normal? Are we?
Yes.
Yes, we're gonna
I
have
think
the
so.
next contingent in a short while. I think we're
Okay.
just setting up at the stage. So maybe we could get a shot of the stage.
Yes.
So we'll have more, better picture of what's happening outside.
And the next contingent will be Lapu-Lapu City Government with Paho Elementary and Paho National High School. And they're going to be doing the free interpretation category. So it's really
So how
nice.
many contingents are there left? 7, 6?
Like, as I recall, it's around 6 contingents left, right?
6 contingents.
Yes,
There's
6 contingents left.
Lapu-Lapu City, Panglao, there's San
Karkar.
Carlos, Pintaflores, there's Karkar, there's Sinanduloy, and of course
Tangub.
Tangub and La Castellana.
Yes.
So these are the 6 contingents that are yet to perform.
And these are very strong contingents. In fact, Karkar was the grand winner last year, right?
And
So a lot of people
Sinanduloy
are
is
looking
one of the
forward to it.
favorites of
Yes.
the Sinulog. They always come up with a good performance.
Yeah, in fact, I remember them winning Sinulog Festival Queen a few years back. I think it was the year 2014. I believe so. Karkar City? No. It's
Sinanduloy.
Tangub.
Tangub.
Tangub City, Sinanduloy. Yes.
You know, to qualify as Festival Queen, you do not only show up for the dance at the stage. You have to also walk with a contingent, right?
Yes, you have to really go through that whole 6-kilometer stretch of the parade
Really?
with all of the with your contingent
Oh, gosh.
and perform under the heat of the
Yeah,
sun.
but now the competition also for Festival Queen is done like a couple of days prior to the Grand Parade.
Yes. There's also a fashion show, a runway show, I guess, in SM Cebu, City Cebu. So yes. And then they give 2 awards, which is Sinulog Festival, SM Sinulog Festival Queen.
Right.
So it's SM's choice of who they believe it should be the Sinulog Festival Queen in their eyes, and also the Best in Runway.
Okay.
But those awards were in the year 2014, so maybe there's more now. Because it's
Okay.
already 2020, the year 2020.
From what I know, those are still the activities.
Yes.
Pre the coronation.
Oh, okay.
In the meantime, we're still waiting for the next contingent to perform.
Yes.
outside.
Because
Nothing is
I
happening
think
there.
they're still entering because what happened was that we were on lockdown.
Yes, yes.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
because I think the hard part to bring in, the hard stuff to bring in, are the props.
Yes.
If you have noticed, they brought a lot of huge props on the stage. So
Yeah.
it would take a while to bring the props in, while the dancers can just walk inside, despite their costumes.
But you know what's one performance I would really like to have a flashback of is the Lumad Basakanon performance. It was so amazing.
No, I saw that.
They were very fast. They
Yes.
were very crisp.
Yes.
It was just they blew it out of the water. It was just
Well, that's the
amazing.
signature of Lumad Basakanon, the head movement, yeah, the head shake. That's what they are, the lines.
But the most
Yeah.
impressive move, I think, I'm not sure because we saw it in a wide view, but I think there was a guy that placed the queen on his shoulders, like she was sitting, and they were turning around really fast,
Yeah.
which is really hard to do because what if she falls off? But they perfected it, so it's great.
Okay, so we're still waiting for the next performer.
Well, if you just tuned in this late, maybe you just came home from somewhere, you're watching the live coverage of My TV of Sinulog 2020, and we're your hosts. I'm Nimrod Quinones. With me here is Jamie Herald, the Miss Earth 2014.
Yes, and Sinulog
Right.
Festival Queen
And
2013.
And Sinulog Festival Queen
Yes.
2013. And on my left, we have another beauty queen, Lou Dominic Pixon, Binibining Cebu Heritage 2018.
2019, yeah.
2019.
Because we skipped a
Yeah.
year.
Okay, and of course, no, I was about to say Binibining. the legendary Dante Luzon. He doesn't only host, he doesn't only do news, but he can also sing. This guy is multi-talented. He does so many
Well, I
things.
think it's
He
a
paints
severe
also.
case of identity crisis,
Oh
Nimrod.
no.
Or it's a multitasking game we're playing for over how many years now?
You're the jack of all trades, master
Master of
of
none.
all. Of all pa. But yeah, you're tuning into the live streaming of My TV Cebu. And if you want more information of Sinulog 2020, you can go to our website, www.mytv.ph.
Yeah, of course, this coverage has been made possible with the support of our many sponsors. And Jamie, can you name them?
Yes, we would like to thank our sponsors, namely International Marketing Group, or IMG, Kaiser International Health Group Incorporated, Kaiser Medical City, Manila Bankers Life Insurance Corporation, De Los Reyes Optical, I need new eyeglasses by the way, De Los Reyes Optical, Cebu Landmasters Incorporated, Philippine Airlines, Coast Pacific Manufacturing Corporation, and last but not the least, Hyperactive Entertainment. Maraming salamat.
Of course, this wonderful set that we have here is courtesy of Coast Pacific. We've been sitting here for a long time, and I feel very comfortable here. Wonderful sofa here.
And I think there's already a contingent on stage.
Yeah, this is the contingent from
Lapu-Lapu.
Paho Elementary
yes.
and the Paho High School of
Yes.
Lapu-Lapu City.
I'm very excited to see what they're going to perform. So they're going to be doing a free interpretation. And we have 6 contingents left, including them. So we still have a lot more shows and performances coming up.
Yeah, I'm sure Mayor Ahong Chan of Lapu-Lapu City is also very excited because
Yes.
these kids from Paho are from his barangay. So I'm sure somebody, their biggest cheerer is Mayor Ahong Chan, and of course his First Lady, Cindy King Chan.
And me too, because I'm from Lapu-Lapu.
Okay, so we'll turn you over to the presentation of Lapu-Lapu City.
O gato ang mga tinunan sa Paho Elementary School o Paho National High School sa Dakbayan sa Lapu-Lapu.
It was the presentation of Paho Elementary and Paho High School of Lapu-Lapu City.
Nice.
So while we were watching them, I got this message from one of the popular Cebuanas. She's a star, Rocky Vega.
Oh, yeah.
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 So Rocky is now based in Hong Kong. She's watching. This is what she said. Viva Pit Senor, Sir Nimrod. We're watching all the way from Hong Kong. The Sinulog coverage online. Mabuhi My TV. God bless. We miss Cebu so much. Love, John, Rochelle.
Yeah.
Of course, that's her real name before she became Rocky. And our baby Julia. And also with them is her brother Raymond. The Vega Shu families here in Hong Kong. as
Hi,
we said.
Rocky Pichinior. She was an intern before when she
That's
was
right.
still a
That's right.
MASCOM student, St. Teresa's.
She told me that I'm happy to see you and Sir Dante.
Yeah, oh,
She was actually my student at St. Teresa's College.
Okay.
I was teaching in the mass communications program of STC. So she's now in Disney Hong Kong.
Yeah.
One of the stars. Very good voice.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
angelic voice. So hi to you, Rocky, to John, your husband, and to your baby, and to your brother. So thank you for watching us and joining us in this coverage of Sinulog 2020. Yeah.
We're getting closer, I guess. Or how many contingents left?
Yes, I believe we have 5 more contingents,
All right.
right?
There's 5 more contingents, but you know, when I watched the Lapu-Lapu presentation, I love the choreography. I love the movement.
love it.
You know,
I love
I'm
it.
not an expert in dances, but that one would really catch your eye.
And I like
the
how
way
they're-
the way they move forward, backwards, sideways. It was just in a very nice way that it was very pleasing.
Yes.
Nice.
And I like how they were also chanting.
Yeah.
So they weren't just dancing, but they were also really feeling to the moment when they were giving the halad to the senior Santo Niño. Because not a lot of contingents usually chant, don't they? Right?
Yeah. I think the costumes and the props had
Really
help a lot.
nice. Yes.
Yeah, especially when they move from there to this side to that side. And then you have the rest.
Yes. One thing that I do know about Lapu-Lapu City is that they really know how to handle their props because they have their own festival there called Rampada, wherein the whole stage is 360, so there's nothing hidden. So, yeah, they're really good at that.
Already preparing for their number on stage is Sinulog-based number 1. I think this is
Yes.
01. This is Kulturang Panglawanon of Bohol.
Panglao.
Also, shout out to my cousins in Bohol, like Vida Tirol de Juan. They're there in Bohol. It's a lot of them, one barangay in Bohol.
Yeah.
Okay, before we see the presentation of Panglao, we'll pause for a brief commercial break because they're about to start.
Juan de la Cruz, 10 years sa barko, successful OFW. Tired of falling, but keeps on trying? Yet you're falling over, sir? IMG offers you the
same tradition that prompted more than 50% of Filipino senior citizens to rely solely on their children and relatives for support in their old age. Better way, pendant support. Kaiser gives independent sims.
And their airline with more heart.
Then you go to Panglao.
So 6 pack this.
Okay, that was the contingent from the Talisay City Central School and the Talisay City National High School. We missed them out earlier because they had to change the program. So they were yet to perform. So there's 5 more contingents after this one. Well, Lou, you mentioned that you like the storyline of their presentation.
That was the first thing that I noticed, because for the information of everyone, that this is how we became devotees of the Senior Santo Niño, because there's 4 of us in the family. There's 3 girls and then there's only 1 boy. My younger brother Seth, who we asked for a miracle from Santo Niño because my parents really wanted to have a baby boy. And that's how we ended up in Cebu City. So it's like it created miracles for us. It was a really nice time.
So there were so many pregnant women except for one.
Yes. It's like they were asking for a child and that they ended up with 2.
So, well, one thing I noticed also, they had a very nice costume change.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it was flawless.
Yes. It's a very clean performance, and you could really see, like, magic happening from their changing of costume.
Got fascinated at the massive props that they had to bring.
Yes.
From their area up to the grandstand, all those big walls and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, of course, Talisay City mesmerized us with their performance, and obviously it was very good because we could hear the applause of the crowd outside. They enjoyed the performance of the Talisay City Central School and the Talisay City Night High School. This is located in Poblacion, right across the Sisters of Mary School. Dante, you live in Talisay, right?
I live in Lawaan.
You live in Lawaan, so this is
both of us.
Yes, we're neighbors.
So we're all from the south, except for Jamie, who's from
Lapu-Lapu City. Yes.
So coming up on stage right now, I think this is already the Kulturang Panglawanan of Panglao, Bohol. So the hometown of our good friend Dante, Alex Bolongaita.
Oh yeah,
Alex Bolongaita is from Bohol. His sister Rachel, who's now in Belgium, I hope she's watching us. I used to call her Miss Panglao in my class.
And to all the people watching us in Davao, in Mindanao, and in other parts of the Philippines, Pichinyo kaninyong tanan, and thanks for watching my TV. We're live.
Yes, and if you want more information about the Sinulog Festival 2020, you can go on our website, www.mytv.ph.
Yes, and you can also watch us on www.livestream.com/mytv30/on-air.
We are also on YouTube in our MyTV YouTube channel. And of course, we are still live at MyTV Cebu Facebook page. Also in Channel 30 at Sky Cable. Don't forget to like and subscribe with our FB page, everybody. That's MyTV Cebu.
Yeah, and also I'd like to give a shout out to our former president of the Cebu Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Melanie Nang. She told me that she's watching us on live stream because she could not go to the grandstand. Mel, thank you for watching us and thank you for supporting. Also, my favorite Manang Mary Ann Alcordo Solomon of Alcordo Advertising. She's watching in Manila with Manoy Tito. So, hi to Manang Mian and Manoy Tito there in Manila. Thank you for watching our coverage of Sinulog 2020 here on MyTV.
So yes, it's really great to see everybody, not just here in Cebu or around the nation, but all over the world watching with us tonight.
Yeah, we have viewers from the Middle East, from Europe. I just mentioned my good friend from grade school who's now in Italy. We also have people from
North America,
from the U.S., different parts of the U.S. who are watching us. People from Talisay, they're watching us.
Yes, of
people
course.
from Liloan, people from Toledo, people from Banawa, everywhere. People who could not come outside, they prefer to stay home. They are watching the Sinulog. They're part of the beat, they're part of the Fiesta celebration, just by sitting in the comforts of their home, watching my.
Speaking of Talisay, the father of Sinulog is from Talisay.
That's right. Kuya Boy.
Yes.
Yeah, he lives in Talisay.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Okay.
And you know, there's one thing that Kuya Boy used to do. He had this lechon, which had 2 whole chickens inside. So one time, somebody asked me to donate lechon, and I ordered from him. And when they cut the lechon open, they were surprised to see that there were 2 chicken inside.
Lechon manok inside the belly of...
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And it's very delicious, very succulent, because all the juices from the lechon went to the chicken also. So that's something I also remember very well with Kuya Boy Odilao.
And I think the next contingent is already there. And they even have a saying, a mother puts the needs of her child above the wants of her heart. Oh,
that's right.
It's really nice.
Mothers always take care of their children.
That's the contingent from...
This is Kulturang Panglawanon.
Panglawanon.
Can you teach me how to say it? Can you teach me how to say it again?
Twister for you. Panglawanon.
Panglawanon. Oh, I got it. There you go. There you go. Sorry, I'm not perfect. I'm human.
Panglaw Bohol.
So they're about ready. They're just on stage right now. The message is loud and clear. A mother puts the needs of her child above the wants of her heart.
Yes, and they're gonna be doing the Sinulog base category.
Among the out-of-town contingents that are added this year, we have three out-of-town Sinulog-based competitors for this year.
In 2019, we only had 1, which means we have 2 more extra Sinulog-based out-of-town contingents.
And after that, we'll have the finale.
Excuse me?
And the fireworks display later on.
Yes,
after
we have the fireworks display later on.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll turn you over to the stage because they're about to begin this performance of the let me ask you to say it, okay?
Oh no!
Panglawanon.
Kulturang Panglawanon.
Okay.
Correct.
See, there you go, everyone.
Take two. One more time.
No, I already said it.
Okay.
Kulturang Panglawanon. See, there you go. Okay, now everyone, we're gonna throw you already to watch the Sinulog base of the Kulturang Panglawanon.
Now they can dance and you can pronounce Panglawanon.
Yes, now they are ready to perform.
check. Sound check. Okay.
Mic check. Hello.
Kini atong sunod nga makita karon mao ang entry number 1 sa Sinulog-based category. Entry number 1, Sinulog-based category. Kinigikan sa lungsod sa Panglao, lalawigan sa Bohol. Ilang head of delegation si Mayor Leonila Montero. Artistic choreographer Victor Hau Cuenco. Dance masters Junari Canyabano, Audel Jan Ibas, Justin Milay, ug Joe Alrin Bulyanday. Ilang instrumentalist, Proof Faith, Drum and Bugle Corps. Aniya karon ang kulturang Panglawanon.
Okay.
Say it again, say it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
There, all right.
Perfect.
So,
I have to say it really softly to do it right.
that was an operatic performance. You hear the voice,
It was very nice.
That was live singing.
It's like being in a cathedral,
Oh, yeah.
right?
That was live singing.
I can't even do that type of note. I'll sound like a cat jumping off a high building until it hits the ground screeching.
Guys, was that live singing?
Yeah, I think
it was
so.
live singing. Oh my God, it was amazing.
I'm not so sure because we can't see what's happening outside. But anyway, shout out to more friends from the Cebu Chamber of Commerce and Industry. The people who matter. The chairman of CBM 2020, Mr. Mike Cubos. Mike, hi, and thanks for watching our live coverage of Sinulog 2020 here on MyTV. Definitely, we will be supporting CBM 2020, that's Cebu Business Month, this coming June. It's a time for the small and medium industries to have their say, or it's a month for Cebu business in general. So a lot of people will get their inspiration to become entrepreneurs. So that's the goal of that.
And I'm pretty sure it's going to be a big event too, and a lot of happenings there. So a lot of media outlets will be covering that.
That's right.
Well.
And I've been involved with the CBM for the past several years, and I've been chairman of the Business in Golf tournament since 2015 or 2016. I already lost count. So and also I've been supportive of chamber activities because what is good for Cebu business is good for the economy, and if the economy is booming, it's good for everyone. Cebu is booming, as the president said. Traffic is bad, so we have to address it, right? Let's see that happen.
Yes.
Yeah. Because definitely something has to come out so that we will have a better Cebu, right?
I also believe in law of attraction. The more you believe in something, the more you put action and really pray for it, it's really gonna happen.
Yes.
Okay. So after the Kulturang Panglawanon, we're gonna have San Carlos City, Negros Occidental.
Oh, by the way,
Flores.
after this live coverage that we have, probably next week or in a week or two, my TV will be coming out with a recap of this entire thing. A shorter version could be a 1 hour thing that we're going to air on a delayed broadcast. Probably.
That's right.
Yes.
And Carol Go also mentioned earlier that we're gonna have a replay of this live coverage, of our live coverage the whole day for those from another time zone.
Yeah.
So this is gonna air again later on once we are already on our beauty sleep.
Yes.
Try to recover after talking the whole day.
So for people who missed some parts of our live streaming, don't worry because we're gonna have also a delayed telecast for you.
That's right. And plus the edited telecast that Dante mentioned.
And tomorrow, all the winners will perform again.
In the afternoon.
Here, tomorrow afternoon.
For the awarding of the prizes.
Yes.
So yeah, upcoming right on stage is Tribu Pinta Flores from San Carlos City.
That's right.
So-
We're waiting for the streamer to come up because that's the signal that they're about to dance.
Yes.
Once the streamer comes up. So I figured it out after the parade is almost done. That's the cue. Once the streamer goes up, and they're ready to dance.
And this is a free interpretation performance. It's very exciting. Look at the colors. They're all very calm and vibrant at the same time. Green, yellow, and orange. It's really nice. Very appealing, actually.
Well, of course, talking of San Carlos, one of the staff of my TV has his heart in San Carlos. My cameraman Jefferson Cañada.
Oh, yeah.
His wife and daughter are there in San Carlos. So
They're watching, I hope.
he's also excited to see the presentation of San Carlos. Jeff has been inviting me to San Carlos several times, but my schedule just doesn't permit it. Not yet, but maybe in February I'll be passing by San Carlos on my way to Bacolod.
Yeah, you make time to visit San Carlos City.
I always drop by San Carlos because that's where you stop from Toledo City. Yeah, you take the ferry from Toledo, you go to San
Oh,
Carlos.
what's this?
What
is
is
a float?
Yes, that's a float.
Is that from Bureau?
Huh.
I think we have a few floats that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, it's hard to see it.
We
But
can't
it's
see
really
the
nice.
numbers
You
anymore.
can see the Santo Niño, and I think
Yeah.
it's a house.
That's nice, yeah.
Float number 7.
Float number
That's
7.
Julie's franchise or
Ayun.
Julie's Bake Shop.
Oh, Julie's Bake Shop. I used to eat a lot of their coconut bread.
Okay.
That's
Coconut
nice.
bread, it's really good.
I can't eat coconut anymore. My diet doesn't permit it.
Oh, okay.
The lights on this float are very nice. I
Yeah.
like the way they have lighted the float.
And I think there's a Julie's mascot at the
Yeah, I
in
see
the
her,
center.
yeah. There she is.
waving to
That's
everyone.
Tita Julie.
Tita Julie.
Yeah.
It kind of
Of
looks like a gingerbread
the
house.
Ganjonko family. Opep Ganjonko, son of Tita Julie.
Oh, I think their float is a gingerbread house.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
That's cute. The mascot is dancing to a Sinulog beat.
Oh, wow, Tita Julie got the moves. Who knows? She might be Sinulog Festival Queen 2021. What do you guys think, huh?
Yeah, maybe they have to change her costume first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, behind it you see a lot of those flowers.
Yeah.
Those are headdress. That's the headdress of the dancers,
Dancers,
of Pinta
wow.
Flores.
Oh. I find Tita Julie so adorable.
That's so cute.
It's so cute.
This one is nice.
Oh, and they have the seven dwarfs, I think.
Yeah. So
Of
Tita
Snow White.
Julie and the Seven Dwarfs. But I only
wow.
see one. So Tita Julie and the dwarf.
And the dwarf.
You can only see one.
It's very interesting. And she's also wearing Santo Niño Sinulog colors, which is yellow and red.
Also the colors of their company actually.
Ah.
Yeah. So there it is.
There.
That's
As I
it.
said,
Yeah.
once the streamer
Right.
comes out,
That's
they're
it.
ready to
That's
dance. So that's the Pinta Flores
That's the cue.
Festival of San Carlos City, Negros Occidental. So we'll turn you over to the stage.
Friends from San Carlos City, Tribo Pinta Flores.
Flores Festival of San Carlos City, Negros Occidental. Pinta Flores, I think, is a festival of flowers.
Flowers.
Yeah, so that's why we saw a very flowery performance. The props, they were very colorful, and well, the choreography was also something. It was very vibrant. We're a bit tired. We've been here since morning, but then when we saw them shaking their bodies with their movement, it somehow, perked us up.
Yeah.
And the colors, I guess, because like if you have eye strain, just look at the lead, something green, and it relieves your eyes for everything. Yeah.
Yes. I really like how they were carrying all Santo Niños, like all of the Santo Niños they were carrying. It was really nice.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time I saw that today, right? Like with practically many Santo Niños in one go on the stage.
Well, there were some presentations where they also had a lot of
Santo Niños.
Yeah, but that one, they had one of the most number of Santo Niños being carried by the dancers.
And it was all at the front. So it's really highlighted.
So after
even in float, Santo Niño Santa's there in front, leading the way. Most of the floats that I saw in the previous Sinulogs that we had.
Okay, so after Pinta Flores, we have three more contingents. Three more contingents that are going to dance, and these are some of the most awaited contingents.
Oh yeah.
There's Karkar City, the champion last year of the Sinulog-based competition. Then we also have Tangub City and La Castellana, Negros Occidental. This is the Bureau of Fire float. Because I see a fire truck.
Yeah,
good eye.
And they have a festival queen also.
That's really
I think
nice.
she's wearing red also.
That's right. I was hoping that they would be wearing their
Uniform?
camouflage, which is in the color of fire. But anyway, the Bureau of Fire in the region is led by Colonel Dolot, and it's also very supportive of Cebu. Is doing a good job here. We've had a lot of fires recently, but then of course our firemen all over Cebu have been working really hard to put out all the blazes.
And just to tell everyone who's watching us live streaming right now from my TV for Sinulog 2020, remember our photo competition, Share My Photo for Sinulog 2020?
Photo, yeah.
Well, now the submissions have been moved. Instead of until midnight, you can submit it until January 21st. So submission of entries are all on January 21st.
Until Tuesday.
Until Tuesday.
That's right. So that should give you time to buy load.
Yes, and
Or
fix your filters.
Look for free Wi-Fi.
And filter your photos.
Yeah.
Edit the photos, crop it, change the color.
But of course, don't forget the hashtag.
That's
so what
very
are the
important.
Hashtags include hashtag MyTVCebu, hashtag Snap a Photo, and hashtag MyChannelYourChannel. And of course, don't forget to tag us also, MyTVCebu, so it will be easier for us to find your photos.
And seriously, get active in this, because if you actually win the ultimate prize, that's a free GoPro.
Hero 7.
Hero 7, yes.
Is that the latest?
I think so. I'm not really a techie. I'm not tech savvy, to be honest. But another thing is that if you don't get that prize, that's okay, because you also get a Samsung Galaxy phone.
Yes, for a second placer in the number of likes, you get a Samsung A20 model.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the winners will get gift certificates worth of 2,000 pesos.
So you go home as a winner either way, because if you don't get any of the prizes, you have a really nice posted photo that you had a lot of time to curate, because the entries end at January 21.
You know what's nice about technology is that you have your memory available.
That's true.
Before, I think Dante can relate to this. You have to look for a photographer outside a church to take your photo.
And if you have a camera with you, you have to buy a roll of film.
A roll of film, yeah.
There are 12 shots, 24, 36. You go to the nearest, what's this, Kodak developer or
To
something.
develop it.
Wait for a week before you get your pictures. Now with your cell phone, easy.
Quick shot.
This one, could
Yeah.
you get it now?
well, during our time in the papers, when I was starting in media, in mainstream media, back in 1989, we were taking our own photos, doing our own developing, but everything was black and white during that time.
Yes.
So we'd go up to our dark room with one of the top photojournalists of Cebu, Tony Dispoho. He was our photo chief when I entered media back in 1989. So I learned a lot from the guy. He's now with Capitol, the Public Information Office of Capitol.
He works for the governor, I guess, now? Under Governor Garcia's office, Public Information Office?
Yeah, the Public Information Office. So, of course, Tony Dispoy is an award-winning photojournalist here in Cebu. I saw many of his photos. These guys, they're really good. And,
he's also one of the consistent winners of the Sinulog photo contest.
That's right. That's right.
Him and Alex Badayos.
Yeah.
Of Sunstar.
So like what we're looking at right now is the float of the Bureau of Fire Protection, Region 7. And we actually got like a close-up of their Sinulog Festival Queen on the float. And she's actually very stunning, I must say.
Uh-huh.
The float is really
I
adorable.
bet she's also a firewoman.
Most likely, yeah. Why not?
They're just clearing the stage, preparing it for the contingent of Karkar City. Here, talking about firemen and women, I am a member of ERUF, the Emergency Rescue Unit Foundation. So, to be a member, you're either a doctor or you're part of the communications team. So, you have to train as a fireman. So, Dr. Pek Eng Lim, our chairman at ERUF, asked me, woke me up one morning, Pre, come over. You're gonna train to be a fireman at ERUF. So, I went there and, yeah, I was with a group of doctors, so we're also training to be fire volunteers. Of course, we never really used our firefighting skills, not yet, which I hope not really, but then it gave us an insight into what happens when people fight fires. It taught us how to respect the people at BFP more, because it's not easy to do that. And, especially with the people complaining, you didn't come fast enough, or you didn't respond to our pleas that you hit this place with water. So I think the BFP now has transformed into a better organization. So thanks also to the leadership. It's always the leadership. With a good leadership, this bureaus can also improve.
And that's good to know that we're always evolving and trying to make ourselves better all the time. So yes, I'm really excited to really see Karkar City perform later.
There is your signal.
That's not the streamer yet. I think those are the props.
Yeah, those are the props.
Still coming up. I hope they're giving away chicharon.
Oh, yes! Oh my God, I miss the Karkar Chicharon. It's so good.
Yeah, their mayor now is Mayor Mercy Apura. She was formerly the First Lady of Karkar.
Is this really Karkar up on stage?
I think those are bioderms.
Yeah, these are the
Entries from
Bioderm, Germany side also.
Okay. I was about to say, it doesn't look like they're gonna dance.
It doesn't look like chicharon.
It doesn't look like chicharon packaging. Okay, so they're promoting like.
Yan, a lot of good.
Well, Karkar is the center of activity in that area because it is also where you turn right when you go to Barili. It's your access to the western coast, southwest of Cebu province. So when you go to Karkar, you turn right in their Fuente. They call it also Fuente, the rotonda in the poblacion of Karkar. So you go to Barili, you go to Alcantara, Badjan, that area. Then if you go straight, that's where you go to Sibonga, where Simala is, Argao, Dalagete, and so on and so forth. So,
by the way, my friend Snoogie is watching. Hello, Snoogie.
Who is joining here on the live streaming of My TV for Sinulog 2020. Thank you for trusting us to watch the Sinulog 2020 Festival.
And from our friends at the Freeman Newsroom, PRO7 estimates a total Grand Parade crowd at 2 million.
Wow.
Phone signals remain out in the areas in Cebu City an hour after it was scheduled to return at 7 p.m. So phone signals are still off, and you just have to wait. Have to wait.
I think we're just waiting until the whole Grand Parade is done, just for the safety of everyone here at the venue.
Time check here, it's 8:41 in my watch. And we have 3 more.
We have 3 more.
3 more contingents.
And after that, we have the finale, and then we have the fireworks display. Okay. Nothing is happening there so far.
Excuse me?
Stand still.
Yeah, I think it's standstill.
They're-
Maybe because they're preparing the stage for Car City, I think.
Also, shout out to my family in Minglanilla. They're watching us. Yeah, I'm here.
They're looking
They
for
can't
you
touch me
already.
because there's no signal.
But I can't wait to see City of Car perform because they won last year. And this year they're going to be doing the Sinulog bass category. So we'll see what they have up their sleeves this year.
Yeah, aside from their performance here on stage, which is graded, they also get judged for their performance on the streets. That's the street dancing aspect of the Sinulog. So that's another competition also.
Yes.
So contingents can win twice. Yeah. And then there's also an award for the best in musicality.
Oh, it looks like something big is coming.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, I wonder what's happening.
Yeah, everybody's looking down.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
What is
Wow.
this?
What is
Oh, this is a Roadstar float.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's a monster truck.
Whoa,
It's not a float, it's a monster truck.
amazing.
That is
Huge.
Yeah. I was about to say.
I'll ask RD Kaindek if that is registered.
I feel like the wheels are as tall as me.
I wonder
Yeah.
how long it took for them to paint that whole monster
yeah,
truck.
the gasoline must have been pricey.
So it's, yeah, I think they had a hard time going through the crowd. It's hard to drive the truck through the thick crowd here at the Cebu City Sports Center. We still have a lot of people here waiting for the last 3 contingents to dance, and also the grand finale and the fireworks display that will end the Sinulog parade.
There's also this float here.
It also looks like a boat with paddles.
Oh yeah, it is a boat. See, and
Yeah.
they also have paddlers also.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder which one is that.
Yeah,
Isn't that
I think it is
HI?
the International
Fevan
Incorporated
Incorporated.
Double-Decker promo. I'm not sure.
Or IPI.
Oh, IPI.
It's IPI, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, IPI
Okay.
is known to have also very amazing floats.
Yeah, of course. IPI, the float of IPI is also something to really look forward to. I mean, the regulars of the Sinulog look for Lumad ba sa Kanon, the IPI float.
Yes.
These are the floats that they look forward to. So they never fail to amaze the people. In fact, I think IPI also joins the Panagbenga Festival in Baguio,
Yes.
and they also have floats there, which is also enjoyed by a lot of people.
And I think also sometimes in Aliwan, they also participate
Yes,
there.
they do. And then they let the festival queen from Cebu ride their float.
Okay.
The
By the
thing
way,
is
got
that
a-
I have participated. I actually danced for IPI.
Ah, okay.
And yes, that's true. Everyone always looks forward to the floats from IPI. And I'm very, they really do make magnificent designs.
Actually, it looks really nice.
Well, we got a text from Freeman again. Signal daw is back.
Signal is back now?
All right.
Oh.
I don't know. We'll
Yeah, there's
check.
signal already.
Wow.
Really? Okay, we're all gonna check our phones
All
now.
right. So, folks, check your
The
phones.
messages are
Signal
coming
is
in
back.
already. My parents can find me.
Yeah.
Now your parents will know where you are.
Yes. By the way, you're
The whole
still
day. We had
watching
internet.
us live here. For those who just tune in, you're still watching us live. We are about 100% more to go.
We have 3 more contingents.
Yes.
So yes.
Yeah, and Mayan Solomon just told me that there are a lot of people who are watching us because when we made a shout out to her and Manoy Tito, a lot of their friends texted them. So hi to everyone who's watching this live coverage of My TV of Sinulog 2020. We're here at the Cebu City Sports Center. You're with, well, from left to right, okay?
All right.
Okay, on my left is Lou Pixon. And of course, here on my right is Jamie Harrell. And of course, the one and only Mr. Dante Luzon.
Pichiñor.
Yeah, Pichiñor.
And of course, the Nimrod Quinones.
Of course.
Okay, this is the IPI float. It took a while for them to reach here because they were paddling their way through traffic.
It's Bioderm. It's Bioderm.
Yeah, Bioderm is IPI.
Yeah.
An IPI product. So that was the blast of the horn from the galleon.
Wow. That's a very beautiful float.
That was really nice. Yeah.
You know, speaking of galleon, there was a recent event of the Department of Foreign Affairs where they mentioned that there are countries where we could go without a visa. So one of these countries is Mexico. And if you remember, during the Spanish time, we had this galleon trade between the Philippines and Mexico. So I asked them, do you have to go in a galleon so that you travel to Mexico visa free? Just thinking out
of the box.
Out of the box. It just came up to my mind. You know, this is what happens when you run out of things to say for your ad lib.
It's fine.
We're learning a lot though.
Maybe we can talk about the sponsors.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Again, thank you to all the sponsors who made this TV coverage possible.
Yes, we have International Marketing Group, or IMG, Kaiser International Health Group Incorporated, Kaiser Medical Center, Manila Bankers Life Insurance Corporation, Delos Reyes Optical, Cebu Landmasters Incorporated, Philippine Airlines, Coast Pacific Manufacturing Corporation, and Hyperactive Entertainment.
Okay, that's a shot of the IPI float from another angle. And we have the dancers of Karkar already setting up on stage, getting ready for their performance.
It's really great because you could still see a lot of people on the grandstand waiting for all of the contingents to finish.
And I also am getting reports from the Cebu Road Heroes that traffic is really bad outside. Wow. So heavy traffic from A. Soriano to Mandaue Reclamation. So this is near Queen City Gardens. Going to Mandaue Reclamation.
Traffic
is heavy.
Oh.
So those are among the things that are happening outside.
And right now we
In
can
the
see
meantime,
Karkar City.
There's another contingent there. That's from...
That's the Karkar contingent.
Karkar,
Yeah,
right?
Karkar.
Yeah. You're watching the My TV coverage of the Sinulog 2020.
Well, seeing what's happening on the stage, I look forward to a very colorful performance of Karkar. I see all those red stuff up there behind the props that they're setting up.
It's really nice. It's like they're trying to have an element of surprise, so they're using all of those props at the front, the green props, to cover everything at the back. So
Yeah, that's part of the evolution of the Sinulog presentations. They found a way to really surprise the crowd, to unravel something during the presentation, during their performance, that would enhance the
experience,
the quality of the show that they're putting up for everyone here in the Sinulog.
long it took IPI to make this float?
This is not a galleon. This is a Chinese boat. So, that they're having. I just noticed the Chinese guys rowing. And because the galleons use sails.
It's very nice though.
Yeah, so to all our friends at IPI, Junpi Castillo, Tito Merced, hi to all of you guys. Thank you for always making Sinulog more colorful with your float.
I love the water effect. Look at the water.
Effect? Yeah. It really gives a good illusion.
Yes,
It really
yes.
looks like water.
Yeah.
It's like it's floating while passing the street.
The float is floating.
The float is floating, yes.
That's a real float.
Like it's gliding through the street.
Yeah. So the next contingent is now about ready to perform on stage. Okay? So let's hand you over to the guys outside.
Mayor Mercedita Apura o Dr. Ronald Gutay. Ilang artistic choreographer, Dr. Kathy Estenzo. Choreographer, Rolando Mento o PG Senita. Aniya ang Dakbayan sa Karkar. to ang dakbayan sa karkar.
To translate that for you, it means that strong belief in the Santo Niño will be for the safety of everyone, or is the salvation of everyone. And I heard you say, wow, when they unfurled the image of the Santo Niño.
Look at that.
You know, sometimes I wish I were outside, could have taken a nice photo of that thing, but then we're here, so let's just enjoy what we see on the screen. That's why it takes long for contingents as big as this to set up, because they have a lot of props.
Yes.
And these props are not small stuff. They are very big stuff that they're bringing in.
But look at how disciplined they are even exiting the stage.
You know, it's part of the judging. You have to be disciplined when you enter and when you exit the stage. So that's part of the judging. So they have to also practice that and make sure that they implement what they practice.
It was a really beautiful performance, to be honest.
Yeah, I like also their costumes, very traditional.
Yes.
Yeah, very traditional costumes, and yeah. So we have two more contingents that are going to dance after this. We have the Tangub City, the Sinanduloy Cultural Troupe, and of course the La Castellana Bailes de Luces. I should pronounce it properly, or else my Spanish teacher, Senorita Genoveva Bartolo at UP Cebu, might get mad at me for pronouncing it wrong.
I actually got a message during Karkar's performance that Junjit Primor, Tito Junjit, and Tita Ronnie and Tita Richard are watching us right now. So hi, thank you for joining us. Tito
Junjit, of course, is an institution in Cebu when it comes to events. And I mentioned earlier we have somebody watching us from Italy, from Rome, and he said that the Pedro Calungsod Catholic community in Rome is also tuned in watching our coverage of Sinulog 2020. So that's how far we have gone. And my friend Alvin also told me before that presentation of Panglao, it mentioned the mother. He said that the most number of churches, or the place with the most number of churches dedicated to Mother Mary is Rome. So well, maybe we'll visit someday. Have you been to Rome? You've been to Europe?
I've been to Rome, yes. It's really a beautiful place. It's a must-see.
I think this is the float of BJMP. I saw the inmates. I saw the inmates. So that's BJMP. I hope they are not real inmates who they brought out for the Sinulog for this float.
Well, you can see them. I think one is praying to the Santo Niño, and the other one is reading the Bible.
I have a friend. He was a brother when he was assigned in Cebu, but he's now a priest. Father Ro Atiliano, or Atilano of the Jesuits. When he was transferred to Manila after he was assigned in Cebu at Ateneo de Cebu, he went to Manila as a very new priest. He was assigned at the National Penitentiary in Muntinlupa. So Father Ro asked his friends for donations for guitars because a lot of the inmates wanted to learn how to play the guitar, and then he saw a lot of the inmates really transforming into better people because they've become more prayerful, they become more religious, and hopefully that would help them once they go out of prison and be reintegrated into society.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, Father Ro is not anymore assigned in the National Penitentiary, but I'm sure what he had done there has left a permanent mark on those inmates who he helped. And I think many of them have already been released also, since he was there several years ago. So that's it. There has to be that rehabilitation, which is part of the process that you go through as your punishment for the crime that you have committed.
But their float is actually really nice, I must say.
The design, the pattern of the camouflage is the same pattern that they use on their uniforms. Yeah.
So yeah, up next, we're waiting for the performance of Tangub City.
That's the Sinanduloy.
Sinanduloy Cultural Troupe. And they're going to be doing a Sinulog-based performance.
There's also a Sinanduloy that Governor Gwen is actually promoting. This is the rice with sweet potato or kamote. Yeah. So she promoted that when she was governor before. So for the events at Capitol, there was a time when there was a shortage of rice. So they were looking for ways to somehow extend the rice. So by putting in kamote, this is a practice in some of the mountain barangays, in some of the agricultural areas. So they don't have so much rice. There are areas that are not rice producing. So they do this to be able to feed more people or make more people full. Yeah. So we're waiting for the Sinanduloy Cultural Troupe to set up on stage. They're the second to the last to dance. Among the contestants. Because the last one will be La Castellana. And after all the contingents, we're gonna have the grand closing number. So I wonder what it is, but I'm sure my friends from the Team Cebu City Dance Sport, I saw many of them sleeping there, resting, waiting to do their number, would be among those who would be performing later on. I wonder if Chairman Ed Haiko would also be dancing. And by the way, I got a text message from no less than Engineer Ricky Dakay of the Sinulog Foundation, the chairman. He said, "Great job, Nimrod, and your co-host, My TV, great job." Thank you very much, Ricky, and thank you also for your support. He's also a big supporter of football. He was our president before in the Cebu Football Association. And he's also supporting us for the coming Sinulog Football Festival. And I am probably playing for my team. That's the Queen City United football team. So we have a 50 years old and above category. So I might have to admit my age and play in that division. So I already admitted. I told them, okay, I'm 50. I made 50 last September, so I'm qualified to play.
So you did mention you're part of Dash 85.
Yes.
I kind of know your age, so
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, I'm originally 86. Yeah, but I skipped 1 year. I didn't go through grade 7.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, so this is the Sinanduloy Cultural Troupe of Tangub City. This is from Misamis. So, yeah, that's right. So we're gonna turn you over to the people outside, no, to the MC Sam Costanilla, or Sam Cost for short.
Aniya ang mga dancing pilgrims sa Sinanduloy Cultural Troupe. kadto ang Dancing Pilgrim sa Sinanduloy Cultural Troupe.
Okay, that was the Tangub City contingent, the Sinanduloy Cultural Troupe, and I like the change of pace. You know, they started with a jive number, and then suddenly they slowed down. So okay, Dante, your thoughts of that presentation of Tango?
Actually, I went out because I want to see it from there, near the stage, and well synchronized, and I like the concept, and there's a touch of his history there, as you can see with the props and the costumes and the stage design and all. And Tangub has been also a consistent winner in the past, in the previous Sinulog that we had.
Right.
Misamis Occidental.
Yes.
So this is closer to Zamboanga area. Yeah. So can you imagine bringing a huge contingent from Mindanao to Cebu for the Sinulog? So they have to stay here for several days.
Yes, they
for
have
this.
to.
So that's the sacrifice that these people go through, and I'm sure all the practices that they're doing back home in Tangub. Well, in fact, the Sinulog dancers have been practicing since December.
Yes,
we've been hearing the Sinulog beat during the Christmas celebration. So that's how hard these contingents have prepared for this grand parade.
And especially the outdoor dancing videos, like Tango, for example, bringing all the props here, all the contestants, all the performers, how many, more than 100 of them.
Yes.
Looking for a place to stay, place to rehearse.
Okay, I think you have to use this other mic then. That mic is tired.
Oh, wow, it's
Our production staff didn't even give me a signal that this microphone is not working.
They were actually sending you a signal, but then you were busy.
Oh, by the way, hello to Ronnie Matudan, Junjet Primor. They're watching right now. Richard Yamoso. And the crew, Junjet's crew, they're watching. Hello, and Pichinyor to all of you.
Yeah, and hello also to my aunt Amalia Lebon Facil Martinez, Auntie Malay. I think she's also watching us. Hi to you there, and thank you for watching this coverage of my TV of Sinulog 2020. And we're still here. We've been here since this morning. Yeah, as you mentioned, 12 hours and counting, and we're about to see the final contingent. But after that, there's still the grand finale, and of course the fireworks. But then the results, you will have to wait for that, because we will already be heading home by the time they have the results. That should be very much later tonight.
Yeah, but the people after this, I suppose, are not going home yet.
They're not going home because of the traffic congestion. You can't go anywhere.
Yes.
And most of them are already living here in Avellana Sports Complex. So tomorrow, they will be performing the ones who have won from today's competition.
Yeah, the winners.
Only the winners. So how early will that be in the program?
In the afternoon, I guess.
Yes. In the morning, I probably like around...
No, that will be in the afternoon.
Afternoon.
I think that's around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I see a report here from the Cebu Road Heroes that the crowd is getting bigger at the Cebu Business Park.
Really?
Because there's also a fireworks display there at the Cebu Business Park. There were 2 other fireworks displays at the 2 other malls. So people are now going to the Cebu Business Park for another fireworks display. So that's another thing that you look forward to in the Sinulog, the fireworks display. But I think it was last Friday when they had a fireworks exhibition also at the South Road Properties. So
I saw that at the El Corso area the other day, I guess.
Across City de Mare. Yeah.
Yes. So
I believe that was the Symphony of Symphony.
Symphony of Lights.
Yeah, Symphony of Lights.
Symphony of Lights.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering. It was about past 8, and there was traffic from SMC side.
And
to
also there was a
Kalinga.
big party
There
at
was
City
also-
de Mare.
Oh, that explained it.
Balanhay
Okay.
Music Festival. I
Were you
actually
there?
was there. Yeah,
Okay.
I was with my siblings.
So Dante and I were not there, and it must be because of age.
Actually, I was on my way home when I got caught in the traffic there.
Same here.
Well,
Same here.
And,
SRP.
well, it was a blessing in disguise because I witnessed the fireworks
Yeah,
display
that was
there.
really
It's
nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just the setback was the traffic.
Yes,
It took
yes.
people like
well, but you
2
were
to 3
happy to have been
hours.
caught in traffic.
Yeah.
Because it allowed you to watch the fireworks.
Actually, I was here and I stayed on waiting for the festival queen to start.
I see.
But, well, I decided just, okay, the guys are here, so I better just,
Hang out
go
for-
home at
yeah.
about past 7:30 or 7:45. But I got stuck in the traffic because of that affair there at SRP.
Okay, we're just
night.
waiting for the final contingent to perform.
Okay, so what was this again, Sir Nim? Like
This is the La Castellana
Castellana.
Bailes de Luces.
Bailes de Luces.
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 Yeah, it's a Spanish pronunciation, right, Dan?
Yeah.
I think you also had 12 units of Spanish back in college.
I don't want to say this, but I hated Spanish in college. Sorry to say that. You know? I think I just passed the final exam because I sang Besame Mucho. That's all.
You know, in my last 2 Spanish classes, there were only 5 of us at UP Cebu. So every time we had a class, it was un para po en español. So I could not forget my Spanish teacher, Miss Bartolo. Thank you for teaching me Spanish. A bit of Spanish now. I can understand my friends from the Hermanos y Hermanas de Zamboanga. They're a big community here in Cebu. They're all from Zamboanga, from Basilan. Led by, of course, my very good friend and compadre Ramon Sebastian.
Okay.
They have a shrine at the capital site in Calunasan. It's called the Nuestra Senora del Pilar. And their fiesta celebration is every October. At the same time, it is also the birthday of Governor Gwen, whose real name is Gwendolyn Pilar. Okay. Because she was born on the day, on the feast of Nuestra Senora del Pilar.
My grandmother was a Spanish professor. All of them, there were 4 siblings, and all of them spoke Spanish, which we really regret deeply that we never learned how to speak Spanish. My parents never taught us.
Well, actually, the best we could remember was Que Horror.
Que horror, yeah.
Que Barbaridad.
Or
But anyway.
silencio.
Oh, my teacher asked me to memorize and recite Mi Ultimo Adios.
Yeah.
I said, Mom, sorry, but no way. Anyway, we'd like to thank our sponsors, International Marketing Group, IMG.
Kaiser International Health Group Incorporated.
Kaiser Medical Center.
Manila Bankers Life Insurance Corporation.
Delos Reyes Optical.
Cebu Landmasters Incorporated.
Philippine Airlines.
Coast Pacific Manufacturing Corporation.
And of course, last but not least, Hyperactive Entertainment.
So these are the sponsors that have made this coverage possible.
And thanks to you for holding on and staying on with us since we started this morning.
Yes.
This is a test of endurance. Good thing it doesn't have to do anything with running or moving so much around.
Oh, well, that I have to say, all right.
But it even
Do
proves
it,
that
guys. I'll just stay here.
all the sitting down also is kind of painful. My back kind of hurts now.
Yeah.
Sitting here for 12 hours and
Well,
counting.
I will have to ask my personal physiotherapist at home, my son Nico, please stand by.
Oh.
When I get...
He by himself.
That's right.
Wow. It's super guys.
I remember before at DYRT they had this marathon man who was from sign on to sign off. That was a long time ago when I was with Channel 7 News.
So he started at about 5 o'clock in the morning and ended at 12 midnight?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
But there were a lot of people who'd go there, bring food, you know, people to talk to. So it wasn't really that tough. Or, well, it's tough to sit around being cooped up in the booth.
But at least he's on FM because and it's a music station, so you can play 3 songs, 4 songs, and you talk again, and 3, 4 more songs again. Imagine if it's an AM station.
That's right.
And using current affairs and commentary.
Yeah, I used to have a program on an AM station. I think I was among the first to do dry media. I was on TV, I had radio, and I was still on print at the Freeman.
Yeah.
So it was a sports show. It was just 1 hour, but then it was 1 hour of talking, and now it's 12 hours of talking. And here.
So you beat your record.
And we can't afford to have dead air, folks.
That's right. I think they shut off the lights. We're looking forward to a presentation where there will be a lot of lights. Because Luthes means lights.
I see. Okay, I learned another lesson.
Yeah, because the singular form is Luth or loose, because that's light. So here it is.
Unya ning may abot na siya, niulbo ang pag-asa, dala niyang paghigugma, ang tanan maghiling.
de Luces or Dance of Lights presented by La Castellana, Negros Occidental. And you know, we could literally hear the oohs and the ahs of the people as they were performing and the wows of the crowd. You know, if we could only just come up with a wow, just like what you see on Facebook. Instead of the like, you do the wow. So that was the performance. It was spectacular.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I've never seen a Sinulog performance with that much lights.
And are you speechless, Lou?
Yes,
after
I
that?
am actually.
Is that the last
The last of the
performance?
contestants. Yeah.
While I was watching it,
Okay, so
all
after
the
that,
time
we're
I was-
going to have the finale, the grand finale, and the fireworks display shortly.
Yeah. So, Lou, what were you saying?
Yeah, all the while I was looking at their performance and I was thinking, how long did it take them to perfect that? And while practicing, did they have like pitch dark lights so that they can see the lighting of their costumes? I don't know. There's a lot of things going
I've
on.
seen some performances of this group which uses LED lights. They're in some events, but these are only a few people. But that was a huge number of people.
True.
Yeah. So I think we're about ready to have the grand finale. I think they're preparing for that on stage. Can we see what's happening on stage? We'd like to ask our director to give us a peep of or a peek of what's happening on stage, because I think this is already the narration for the
incident. Yes, midnight.
Yeah, and that's in this. Hello. We're about to wrap up on it.
We saw today.
No, this are the all. Remember last year they had some sort of a movie at this time of the year. Cebu, so many reasons.
Or even earlier.
First, converge into one place. They're preparing for the finale. That was just the blackout. You have the dancers already coming up on stage. And are you joining them later on?
No, I would love to.
We're just gonna.
We forgot to bring our costumes.
We have costumes here.
Okay. I forgot to practice.
We don't know the steps.
I might be doing the strut while they're doing something.
It is 9:35 with the grand finale and the fireworks. We'll probably would really wrap up at about 10:30 or something.
Yeah, most likely 10:30.
Yeah. Without the president's visit, we could have probably wrapped up things earlier.
Yeah.
But anyway.
It's all part of the Sinulog celebrations.
Yes.
You're one. Hey, there's
There we go.
of Sam Costanilla for the grand finale of Sinulog 2020.
Friends, welcome to the 40th Sinulog Grand Celebration. This year, 2020, marks a significant period as it brings a clear vision of Sinulog, as this is the 499th year celebrating Christianity in preparation for a much bigger celebration next year, the Quincentennial of Christianity. That's 500 years since we first received the image of the Señor Santo Niño. Our Chinese ancestors early to this island for trading goods and exchange of goods or trade, a shortened form of place states the city. In 1519, Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan, with the support of the King and Queen of Spain, began to explore the world for European expansion, to develop trade, and to spread Christianity to the world. In the light of Magellan's exploration, the Holy Child, Señor Santo Niño, journeyed with him, wanting to discover a place where he could establish his kingdom, searching for people who would give him a throne not made of steel and gold, but hearts ready to accept and love him as the King. Magellan's voyage was not just a human venture, but also a divine intervention that guided Magellan to reach a prominent island known for its being a trading place through Enrique de Malacca, Magellan's slave and interpreter. see you. With my friends, ladies, Garbo, Asia's timeless.
Ugaling kun ikaw dandan soy kun imo apasun bisan tubig di mapalan ugaling kun ikaw uhaon sa dalan magbubun bubon usay magadamgo ako nga ikaw ug ako nagahigugmay ug nga damguhon sa kanila in the bathtub to say you are dearest Jeremiah 33:3. Call unto me and I will answer and show you great and unsearchable things with beauty. Almighty God, welcome to Cebu. This is our home. Welcome to Cebu. This is where you belong. This is how it goes. One beat, one delivery. So come
Director of the week, Star staff and member team.
For the rest who watch us, all this was together with my everyone who helped us and supported us who watch us. All this live coverage of my TV of Sinulog 2020. I'm Nimrod Vinales together with.
I'm Dominic Kizar. It was a very nice day spending with you guys.
Yes, and I'm Jamie Harrell.
I'm Don Belizon. We'd like to thank you. And in behalf of the people involved in this special coverage, the MyTV crew, the technical staff, the sponsors, everybody, thank you, thank you, thank you, and Pichiñor.
Pichiñor! See you in a bigger Sinulog
Next year.
Alam mo sayawin yung tala?
Hindi po.
Hindi.
Want to increase sales? Try Bitrix 24, a leading free online CRM used by over 5 million companies. Bitrix 24 can help you manage existing clients, generate new leads, run marketing campaigns,